Good morning, y'all. We are going to start a new reading vlog for this week. In my last reading vlog, I just started, where's the book? I just started Midnight Sun again. If you saw my recommendations video, you would see that this is the book that got me back into reading last year. So I thought that it was only fair that I should reread it this year and fully annotate it, because I didn't do that at all last year. Yesterday I only got into chapter 1, but now I'm gonna continue reading and I will let you guys know all my thoughts. Hey y'all, it has been a while since we last spoke. I got this far in, I'm just about halfway through, and it's taken me like all day to get this far. Well, I haven't been reading all day, but I'm definitely reading this slower than a regular book. I think I'm averaging about 40 pages an hour as opposed to my regular 50. But I think I've decided to read the Twilight series after I'm done this book, just because it just puts me in a mood, and also these are amazing fall books. So I have the full series right next to me here. I don't know whether or not I will be reading the first Twilight book, just because it's the same plot line as this book, just told from a separate perspective. So I'm not sure. I think I want to just go into New Moon. But what sucks is that this book, first off, they're not the same size. This one is fairly smaller than this one, and the font size is so much bigger in this one too. So that definitely explains why it's taking me longer to read this, because there are a lot of words on the page. But I just wanted to check in with you guys, and I will do it again later. So it is later, not too much later actually. It's only around 9 o'clock. I just finished this book. I ended up speed reading the rest of the book, so not like avidly reading it. I just read as fast as I could. It was really good again, and I have some work I have to do, but then I think depending on the time I'm going to start, I think New Moon is next in the series. Yeah, so I decided I'm not going to read Twilight just because I don't really feel the need to read the same story from Bella's point of view. I'm really excited to read this one because I haven't read this book. I've only ever read Midnight Sun out of the Twilight books. But I have to do some work, so I'm gonna do that, and then if I decide to read some more, I will do that. I will probably also be watching the first Twilight movie while I'm working, because it's just more fun to do that. You read like the book and then you watch the movie. I like doing that a lot. But yeah, I will let you guys know. Good morning, y'all. So it is the next day. I ended up getting done with work around midnight and then I went to bed, but it is now around 9. I had some errands to run, but now that I have run those, I'm officially going to be starting New Moon in the Twilight Saga. I think I should be able to read this a lot faster than I read Midnight Sun because it's less pages and the font is huge relative to Midnight Sun, and the pages are smaller as well. But I don't think it should take me that long. I'll definitely keep you guys updated as to my thoughts on the book. So let's just get started. So I just got to the part where he leaves and like she's starting to go through her depression, so it's just the pages that says October, November, December, I think to January. And I'm so mad. I know that like obviously he left to like keep her safe, yada yada yada, whatever, but the fact that he took the CD he gave her and he took away the pictures she took of him, and like when they were in the woods he literally said, "It'll be like I never existed at all." And so he took the pictures in the CD so she doesn't have anything to remember him by. I get what he's trying to do, but that's horrible. That's, oh my god, it makes me so sad. Because like, the depression she goes into because of this, it makes me so mad. Or try to erase himself from her, like that could ever be possible. Ugh. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm just pissed off. So I just got to the part where she's finally starting to talk to her old friends again, and at the end of lunch Angela comes up to her and is like, "Are you okay?" And Bella's like, "Not really, but I'm starting to get better." And Angela responds saying, "Good, I've missed you." I love Angela so much. Even in Midnight Sun, Edward would say she's like the only one that actually is nice and is a good person and has good intentions with Bella rather than Jessica. I just love her so much. Okay, so I was definitely right about me reading this book faster than Midnight Sun because I've only been reading 7 hours and I'm at page 459. But I'm at the part where they're just about to meet with Arrow, and I am so on edge. Like, I'm having anxiety about what's going to happen. I mean, I know what's going to happen, which makes this even stupider. But literally reading her chasing to him in order to stop him from revealing himself and like being killed, oh my god, it felt like my heart was going to beat out of its chest. I was so anxious, but I'll continue to keep you posted. So I just finished the book. It was so good. I loved it so much. I'm definitely going to start the 3rd book tonight and finish it tomorrow. Eclipse is the next book in the series. This one is about 70 pages longer than the last one, but I'm just gonna make dinner and then I will check in with you guys when I am about to start Eclipse. Howdy y'all, I am back and I just finished dinner and I'm going to promptly start Eclipse. I'm excited that I get to start it so early in the evening, and I feel like I should be able to get a good amount into it tonight, and I'll keep you guys posted as to my thoughts. Okay, oh my gosh, I have so much to tell you guys. So I just passed the part where Rosalie is telling her backstory. I mean, I already knew her backstory, but to hear her tell it in like the book was just so more overwhelming and powerful than it was in the movie, and it was just so nice to have her perspective on why she is the way she is. And then, so I'm at the part where Alice is like keeping Bella at the house while Edward is out hunting so that she doesn't hang out with Jacob, which, like, super controlling. But I just got to the part where Jacob shows up on his motorcycle in the middle of the school day and like sees Bella and he's like, run. And then she like runs to get on his bike and then they like go spend the day together. I know I'm supposed to love Edward and like he's the love of her life, yeah, but I love Jacob. Can I have him for me? Jacob's so amazing. I love him so much. Every time he speaks, it's incredible. And like, I'm so annoyed with Edward. He's being so controlling, but it's so good because I love Jacob so much. But I will keep you guys updated. Okay, it's getting to be almost midnight, so I think I'm going to take my makeup off and read in bed for the rest of the night. I got about a third, maybe more of the way in. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting to the part where they're about to make an alliance between the vampires and werewolves. But I'm really enjoying it. Still love Jacob. Edward's gotten a little less controlling, so I'm like fine with him now. But I'm really excited to keep reading, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. I ended up reading till about 1 in the morning. I got to page 268, so I only have about 350 pages today, so it shouldn't take me long at all to finish this. And then I can start Breaking Dawn. And I really want to make some good leeway on this today as well, because this one is the longest in the series. I think it clocks in at around 750 pages. So I'm just gonna get started, and I will let you guys know if I have any updates. It's been a while since we last spoke. It's just about 3:45 and I finished Eclipse. It was really good. I love Jacob so much, but oh my gosh, so much to say. This was so good. It was so good, and I didn't realize this until earlier today, but Breaking Dawn, half of this is in Jacob's point of view. So I'm really interested to see that, for obvious reasons, especially since the epilogue of Eclipse was in Jacob's point of view. And so I think it'll just be really interesting to see what's going on in his mind while she's pregnant and everything. And I'm nervous. I'm excited for the series to be done, for me to be done with it. Don't get me wrong, I've been loving it. I'm just excited to read the final book. But I'm gonna start this book now. I'm really interested to see how it will compare to the movies, because this book got 2 movies rather than 1. I don't know. I'm just anxious just because, I don't know. And like, okay, so I had only watched the movies before this, reading this series, but I read Midnight Sun, and that's all I knew. In the movies, they downplay Bella's feelings for Jacob so much. Like, so much. And like, you can see it's a different kind of love between them. But she is in love with him. And after she tells him she's going to be choosing Jacob, not Jacob, Edward, so at first Jacob was like, do you know what the worst part is? And then he explains something to her, and then he asks her what the worst part is for her. And she says, the worst part is that I saw the whole thing, our whole life, and I want it bad, Jake. I want it all. I want to stay right here and never move. I want to love you and make you happy, and I can't, and it's killing me. And then, after that conversation, she goes home and sobs about this. Like, hysterically cries over losing Jacob in a romantic way. In the movies, I feel like it's downplayed, where she basically thinks of him as only a brother, but that's not the case. She like really loves him. It just made me so mad and so upset. But I am excited to read this. I'm definitely gonna get started on it. I need to stop browsing this book and just start reading it. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts, or I'll keep you updated as to my thoughts. So, I actually ended up, where's the book? So I actually ended up finishing Breaking Dawn tonight. It's only like 10 o'clock at night, and I was able to finish it. I didn't annotate this one because I kind of, that lamp is really bothering me. It's not great, but it's not worse. So I did finish this book tonight. It's only like 10 o'clock at night. I didn't end up annotating it just because first off, I sped read it, and I was just so enraptured in reading it that I didn't want to take the time to annotate it. Like, I couldn't spare the 15 seconds it would take for me to underline and tab something because I just wanted to read the book. And it was so good. It was really interesting in Jacob's point of view with how the wolves can like read each other's thoughts while they're in their wolf form. I mean, it was all really good. It was pretty accurate to the movies. I would definitely recommend the series to someone. I'm so happy that Jacob got his happy ending, because after everything he was put through throughout the series, he really deserved it. I love Seth. Seth is probably one of my favorite characters. Let me refine that. He's my second favorite werewolf in the series. I decided that because it's Thursday night that I would watch the season finale of season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty with you guys, because I watched episode 7 with you guys on the last reading vlog. I'm so Team Conrad. Like, Jeremiah's fine now, but I know in season 3 he's going to be insufferable, and even now you can tell that he doesn't really actually care about Belly. He just cares about like one-upping Conrad. He cares about the competition. I'm not gonna get into it. He calls Steven? Steven is so Team Conrad. He's literally on the phone with him asking about the plan. This makes that scene so much worse. watching a car crash. Susanna saying, I'm channeling my inner Susanna. This is scary. Jeremiah tries to hand him the keys to drive and he's like, no, I don't trust myself to drive right now. I'm sorry. It's like, and he's in a weirdly cheery mood. It feels like in Vampire Diaries, whenever they turn their humanity off, that is what this feels like. And it is startling me. Belly looks like she's ready to kill Conrad. Stephen and Taylor arguing over who Belly is better with. I love it. And I'm on Stephen's side. Don't worry around. Jeremiah sucks. In the 3rd season, 3rd book, he sucks. But right now, I feel so bad for him. They have no right to play this song as the last time we see Susanna. Of course, now when they say goodbye, we get the Taylor song. Taylor is meant for Conrad and Belly, and that is it. Conrad does not deserve this. Conrad is setting up her room again. He's gonna untie Junior Mint. Okay. Okay. That did not disappoint. It was really good. I'm still Team Conrad. But Jeremiah's fine for now. Because Conrad is not ready for her just yet. And she's not ready for him. I have no idea what to read tomorrow. I'm kind of in a fantasy mood because of reading Twilight. But then again, because of Twilight, I kind of want to read a little nice romance book or something as a palate cleanser. But I don't know. So I don't know. I will talk to you guys tomorrow as to what I'm going to start to read. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is just after 11 o'clock. I woke up around 10:45 because I ended up not going to bed until like 7 a.m. because I got wrapped up in watching the Twilight movies. So I finished the movie on 6:30 and I still felt wide awake, so I was like, I'll just stay awake then and I'll like take a nap. But then as soon as I started to try to edit, I crashed. I was crashing hard and fast. My dog was begging to be fed, so I decided to feed her and I slept on the couch for a while. Then I went back upstairs. Today I don't know much what I'm going to be doing. I know I'm going to edit 2 videos. I have to edit my fall recommendations and TBR video, and then the reading vlog for last week. And then I think I'm going to go grocery shopping and maybe book shopping as well. But I'm not sure. I also really need to clean in here because it's kind of a mess. And it's stressing me out. But I'm going to edit for a couple hours. And I will talk to you guys when I am doing something else. Okay. Alright, I just got back from my dinner that I had to go to. Now it's like 10 o'clock, I think, or maybe a little. Yeah, it's 10:10. And I'm just, I'm gonna clean in here and put all the books away that I have scattered around here after I add the books I bought today to my book journal. And then I'm gonna edit until I go to bed. So I just want to let you guys know I did no reading today. I am a failure. But there's nothing wrong with taking a break when you need one. and I had a lot of stuff I needed to do, so I don't feel too bad about it. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hello y'all, it is actually Sunday evening and I have not done any reading this weekend at all. I haven't read since Thursday when I finished the Twilight series. Yesterday was really hectic. I ended up going to a baby shower in the morning and early afternoon, and then I got home at like 4, and then I had to leave an hour later to go to a dinner. And then when I got home, all I did was edit. And then this morning we had to go to a breakfast in the morning, and then I've been cleaning all day, like all day. I've been doing laundry, cleaning the kitchen, mopping, cleaning the fridge, all that stuff, and I'm still cleaning now. And obviously this stuff has to get done. I just hate that I haven't read for almost 3 days. If I have a clean space, it'll make my head clearer, so needs to get done. And I still have to make dinner tonight, and I still have to make my dog's food because that's almost gone. I don't know, I'm just stressed and upset that I haven't been able to read, because that's how I de-stress. That's what calms me down. But it's my fault for putting all of this off because I wanted to read in the first place. If I do read it all tonight, it probably won't be a large amount of anything, especially since my husband's sister is gonna come over later to drop off his crutches, and we'll probably sit and talk with her and her boyfriend for like an hour maybe. But I just wanted to fill you guys in on that. Hopefully I'll be talking to you again sometime tonight about reading, but if not, I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Monday. Good afternoon. It is in fact the next day. I didn't get any reading done yesterday, unfortunately, which means I actually haven't read for 3 days now. It's kind of getting me depressed and anxious because I don't like not reading. So I thought I would start All Rhodes Lead Here by Mariana Zapata today. I'm pretty sure it's Mariana Zapata, so we know it's gonna be slow burn. Pretty sure it's forced proximity. They're like neighbors. I think it's Grumpy Sunshine and Single Dad. I love single dad tropes. Just the whole scenery of Twilight and everything, it made me in the mood for a book that's like in the mountains, small town, all that kind of stuff. But this is also going to be my first Mariana Zapata book, so I'm a little nervous about that, but I will keep you guys updated as to my thoughts on the book. Good evening. It is now about 7 o'clock. I didn't get too much reading done. I'm only about 87 pages in. I just got to chapter 5 because when I started reading, I ended up reading in my room and I got really tired. Like, I was starting to fall asleep while reading, so I took a quick nap and then I made dinner and I read some more. And I definitely see how slow burn it is. Like, I'm fine with slow burn. Like, I love Lucy Score's books and they're usually really slow burn, like by a thread. I think they didn't kiss till over halfway through the book, and it's this thick of a book, but I didn't mind because I was still getting a lot of scenes with the characters together. But I'm almost 100 pages in and I think they've only interacted 3 times, so I don't love that, but hopefully that changes soon, especially since she just did something where she kind of had to interact with him and his son, so hopefully there will be like a little bit of a mended fence when it comes to what just happened. It's alright so far. I'm not getting a lasting impression from this book, but I will keep you guys updated as to my thoughts. So I'm at page 168. He just allowed her to stay at that apartment indefinitely, but this rubbed me the wrong way, which is the whole reason I turned the camera on. But she used the word DILF, like D-I-L-F, and it made me cringe pretty hard. Don't really love that. That's all. I'll keep you updated. That is all. So we finally have our first nickname, and he calls her Angel now instead of Aurora, which I love. I love the nickname Angel. That is all for now. Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. I ended up reading until about midnight and then just went to bed. I got to about halfway through. I'm at chapter 18 and I'm really enjoying it so far. The slow burn is a lot slower than I previously anticipated because I have a massive headache right now, but I'm still really enjoying it. I'm finally getting crumbs of something going on between them. Or I just finished the part where they celebrate Amos's birthday. I will continue to give you guys updates. I hope to finish it today just because I only have half of it left. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so I tried to start reading, but my head is really hurting and I already took some medicine. I'm gonna chug some water and try to go back to sleep because that usually is the only thing that works for my headaches. And I can tell if I keep pushing myself to try to read, it's going to get a lot worse. So I will see you guys in a bit. Hello y'all, I'm back. It's 2.5 hours later. It's now 1 o'clock and I feel so much better. My headache is gone and I just ate some breakfast and now I'm ready to get back into my book. But I will continue to let you guys know my thoughts on it. Howdy y'all, I'm back. It has been a long day. I ended up going to the bookstore with my husband and then I came home and I read for a while. I never ended up cooking dinner actually because I wanted to finish this book, and then we rearranged his office up here. Anywho, just about 11 o'clock, I'm finally finished All Rhodes Lead Here. I really enjoyed this. I'd say I enjoyed it the amount I thought I was going to enjoy it. Like, I had high hopes. I thought maybe even it would be 5 stars. I don't think it's there for me, but I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. The slow burn was really slow burning. Like, I was shocked how slow that slow burn was. Like, I know I put a tab in it when they kissed. Yes. So, the slow burns I'm used to are like Lucy Score's books. They usually don't get together until after the halfway point in the book. Okay, so this is the book. This is when they first kiss. So all this happens, then they first kiss. But I loved it. I love Amos, the son. I would even go as far as saying he may be my favorite character in the book. I loved him so much. He actually reminded me a little bit of one of my first boyfriends in high school, now that I'm thinking about that. But let's see what else. The vibe and personality that I got from Rhodes
honestly reminded me of Luke from Gilmore Girls. That may be due to the fact that I'm currently rewatching Gilmore Girls, so I have Luke on my brain, but his personality reminded me a lot of Luke. That also may just be like the small town, grumpy, closed off guy thing, but I really enjoyed it, and I think that marks the end of this week's reading vlog. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more book content. I try to upload as often as I can. I hope you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!